Okay, so today I'm actually going to be talking about the top 10 future civilian cars that could come to Erlc, because obviously there is a large amount of civilian cars, but there isn't too many compared to other games. So I have loads in mind and I'm going to be talking about them in this video. So obviously if you do enjoy it, please like and subscribe, as it does help out a lot. And remember to join my Discord server either from the link in the description or by using the code discord.gg/amaze. But let's get straight into this. So obviously there are loads of cars already in Erlc, but it would be great if we had more in the future. So I've got some really highly requested ones, and ones that I think would be really cool in the game, but maybe not so much requested. So the first one obviously is a Tesla. So I have two different Teslas on here. So the first one is a Tesla Model X. So there'll be screenshots on screen for all of these different vehicles as we go through, but a Tesla Model X is a really nice vehicle, and like thousands of people have requested for a Tesla in Erlc. So a Tesla would definitely be a really nice thing in Erlc. However, one problem is that they would kind of have to rethink like the whole fuel situation, because obviously Teslas are electric cars, and this game does not have electric cars. They only have fuel or gas or whatever you want to call it. So you actually have to go to the gas station obviously to refuel your car, and there is no electric kind of thing to fill up your car or recharge your car, should I say. So they would have to like remake an entire charging station for Teslas, but I definitely think that this would be a great thing in the future, and maybe they're working on it, we don't know, but some new cars would definitely be amazing. And then maybe even a Tesla for police team. Obviously that's not the most realistic, but it definitely would be a great thing to see. And then the next one after the Tesla Model X is the Tesla Roadster. So the Tesla Roadster is a much more kind of sporty version. I think it's the fastest Tesla that they have, like to this day, that they've made. So yeah, it's definitely a great car that I would love to see. A Tesla Model X or a Tesla Roadster, either are fine. They are both amazing cars in my opinion, but then again they will need to remake an electric charging station, as I did just mention. But maybe they could add more electric cars as well, not just Teslas, because I know loads of generic car companies now do electric cars. So maybe electric cars could come soon to Erlc. And then next up is more of a kind of like exotic car. So it's a Ferrari. So I have two Ferraris on here again. The first one is a Ferrari 458. So this one is a bit of an older kind of model, but Ferrari 458 is definitely a very nice car. I really like that car in my opinion. And if I just drive over here, as you can see, there aren't too many exotics. I would really love to see some more exotics. The only really exotics that there are is the Lamborghini and the Bugatti. As you guys know, I don't really like the Corvette. It's not great in my opinion. But yeah, it's definitely, we're spawning the Bugatti. Yeah, we definitely do need a few more exotic cars in my opinion, I think. So I think Ferrari 458 would be great. It's not too fast of a car either. It's kind of similar speeds to the Corvette, maybe a bit slower if in fact. So yeah, it's definitely not too crazy of a car like the Bugatti is, because I always think the Bugatti is going to be like the best car in the game. But there are definitely some cars that could compete with maybe the Lamborghini, or maybe in between the Lamborghini and the Bugatti, because as I said, the difference between the Lamborghini and the Bugatti is quite big. So maybe we can get a car to go in the middle of that. But then after the Ferrari 458, the other Ferrari I have is a Ferrari LaFerrari. So this one again is an amazing car, and this one is kind of something that would be in between the Bugatti and the Lamborghini. And I do think this one could actually fit into the game quite well. I do think it would kind of blend in nicely with everything and the other cars. But obviously let me know what you think in the comments. But the LaFerrari does look absolutely amazing in my opinion. So hopefully in the future we can get that, and obviously, or any Ferrari. I know loads of you guys have requested for Ferraris, and so have I. They are really cool. And then next we have a Lamborghini Huracan. So we already have a Lamborghini Aventador in the game, and it was originally a different Lamborghini. I can't remember what it was right now, but you can go watch some older videos on it. There was a different old Lamborghini, and if I'm honest, it wasn't as nice as the Lamborghini Aventador is now. I still loved it obviously, but it's not as nice as the one that it is now, because obviously this is a newer model. It's much better, and it looks a lot better. I think it was the Lamborghini Reventon actually, something, I'm not exactly sure on that, but I think it was. So obviously Lamborghini Huracan would be very cool. I know loads of games that have a Lamborghini Huracan in their game, and and it is honestly an amazing car. It looks great and it is very, very fast, so that could be something to like go with the Lamborghini Aventador, or maybe the Ferrari 458 if they do get added together. And then next up we have the Mercedes AMG GTR. So this one is a lot less like commonly requested, and this is more one that I kind of want to see in the game. But Mercedes, we already have one Mercedes in the game that came very recently, so that's pretty cool. But the Mercedes AMG GTR is a very, very fast and nice looking car, so yeah, that could also be something to kind of compare to the Lamborghini, maybe more towards the Corvette. So definitely some more expensive cars here, not really any cheaper cars, because I think we have a good amount of cheaper cars, but for the richer people and the people who play the game a lot, I really think there needs to be more selection, because literally if you're rich, you've got a choice between a Lamborghini or a Bugatti. That's about it really, maybe the Corvette, but as I said, a lot of people have the Corvette and below that, so we really need some more exotic cars in my opinion. So yeah, I definitely think some of these would be really, really cool. Mercedes AMG GTR is very nice. And then next up we have one that is like weird, so it's a Rolls Royce Ghost. So the Rolls Royce Ghosts are really, really nice. Now obviously Rolls Royces aren't the fastest cars in the world, but they are extremely luxury vehicles. They look amazing. Now obviously we don't have interiors in ERLC, and most of Rolls Royce's luxury is on the interior, but they do still look absolutely amazing in ERLC, and I can just imagine like a Rolls Royce driving around in ERLC. I do think that would just be so amazing, and a lot of roleplays could come from that as well. Obviously that would be like the new like rich car, like not like a hypercar, but just a really, really rich luxury car that like the rich people drive around in. So that would be really cool. Obviously it wouldn't be too fast, but it would look very nice, and it would kind of be like a flexing kind of vehicle, if I could say so. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. And then next up we have the Bentley Bentayga. So this one again is more to my opinion, but this car is like a luxury SUV, so it's like a Rolls Royce, but instead it's Bentley and it's more of an SUV type. Now this one looks really, really nice. This car isn't too popular around the world, but it definitely is a very, very nice car, and it's more of an SUV as well. It's similar to the BMW X5 M Sport. I think it could be a little bit more than that, but something around like the Corvette, maybe a bit less in terms of price. Obviously not speed, it isn't too fast, but it is a pretty fast car, I can't lie. The Bentley Bentayga is quite fast. I'm not sure exactly how fast, but I do know that it is pretty fast. So yeah, and then the 8th one is a Ford GT 2020. So obviously we have a lot of Fords in the game already, but I think a Ford GT would be a really, really nice, like the newer version, like the 2020 version. I think that would be a really, really nice addition to the game. Obviously again, some more exotic cars. None of these are confirmed to come, but they are just really, really exciting cars that I think would be amazing in the game. So a Ford GT is definitely a good car that I think should be added at some point, but it might not be, who knows. And then finally, this one is more of kind of a joking one. So I personally never think that this will get added, because it kind of ruins the, in fact no, I rephrased that. I think this probably won't get added. I think it could get added, but in my opinion I don't really think it's the most realistic car that they'll add. So it's a Tesla Cybertruck, and obviously everyone knows what the Tesla Cybertruck looks like. It's a huge vehicle. Almost every game on Roblox has it now, but in my opinion I definitely don't think it would fit in ERLC. It doesn't match ERLC's style. The map is too small for a Tesla Cybertruck, if I'm honest. Like it just doesn't match in with the style in my opinion. Obviously it could be added, but in my opinion I really, really think that they should put the time into a different vehicle instead. However, it would be a very, very cool vehicle, and it would be hilarious to see Tesla Cybertrucks driving around, but I do think that would be kind of too commonly used, and then they would like kind of ruin the game and stuff, because as I said, it does not match in with the style. And again, it's a Tesla, so they would have to add like an electric charging station and things to kind of recharge your car, and maybe that will take time, who knows. I don't know how they would do that, because it's not an immediate thing. It does take a lot of time IRL, whereas fuel, it takes like a few minutes, if that. Please let me know what you think about all of these cars in the comments. Let me know what your favorite car is in ERLC currently, and also let me know what cars you want to see in the future, if they were on this list or if they weren't on this list. These are just my opinions. Please remember, none of this is confirmed. But if you did enjoy it, then please do like and subscribe, as it does help out a lot. And remember to join my Discord server, linked below, as we have an amazing community over there, and we also do some Robux giveaway. The code is discord.gg/amaze, or you can join it from the link in the description. And you can also go and follow me on Twitter, and you can also join my Roblox group and follow me on Roblox. And if you want to support me even more, then you can buy my merchandise or my donation in my Roblox group, or by the new thanks option next to the like button to donate with real money. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.